John, I can hear a cry, ladies and gentlemen.
Read all about it! Read all about it!
Speaking of the papers, Craigie is holding the Guardian. Hamilton protests as he loses the last battle. Yeah. I don't know why it is. I don't know if it, you know, what is it? The enemies of your friends' enemies are your friends or something. But I started to really get pro-fired in all this because I don't particularly care for the Hamiltons. Anyway, ex-Tory MP Neil Hamilton faces financial ruin after his libel case appeal collapses. Just because someone's down on their luck doesn't mean they're a good person. Never forget that. Often we think just because someone seems to be a victim suddenly, they're suddenly morally upright. Not quite the case. Daily Mail, let's move on. Charles, my fears over the Euro...
Who's that?
Where?
Bob the
It's Bob the Builder, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you have. Oh, that's the obvious question, isn't it? But I don't think...
Can you fix it?
Can you fix
Yes,
it?
you can.
Can you fix it, Bob?
Can I fix it?
OK. My fears over the... It's not much of an act, really, is it? OK, my fears over the Euro Army. Prince Charles is afraid the Euro Army will undermine the special relationship between Britain and the US. And, of course, untypically, he's absolutely right. Let's move through to The Sun. A bunny wee lad. This is a headline pun, which is nice to see. Madonna and Guy Ritchie's son, Rocco, gets christened wearing a bunny outfit. Bunny. It's good. Good front page. You know, I think I'm going to get in there, ladies and gentlemen. There's always more fun to be had. First of all, Mensa burglar left a trail to his own front door. A Mensa member who burgled a neighbour's house. I love the super-intelligent society turned to crime like a kind of Lex Luthor. A Mensa member who burgled a neighbour's house was caught after he left a trail of footsteps right back to his own front door. Stephen Pace, 26, he's got an IQ of 150. He stole jewellery worth He stole jewellery worth £6.5 in the raid. But he gave the game away by carrying out the break-in during a torrential rainstorm and trudging mud through his victim's house. Police followed his muddy footprints from the scene of the crime to his home 35 yards away. If he is sent to prison, it could crush a very talented and clever person. This is what his defence said. He's gone off the rails, but he deserves another chance. The court heard he's got previous convictions for shoplifting and burglary. But what I love about this is it finishes with one of those classic police quotes that make life worth living. He says, he may be a member of Mensa on paper, but he's a member of Densa at crime. Evening all, bit of a joke, just talking to you now. And I think I cracked a bit of a joke, you waiting reporter. Michael Douglas pays £1 million to a golf aide who was hit in the Goulis. Superstar Michael Douglas coughed up around £1 million to a golf caddy who claimed the actor smashed a ball into his privates. That's gotta hurt. Course assistant, how fast does a golf ball go when it hits the club? It's about 208 miles an hour, isn't it?
Imagine that.
Something like 208 miles an hour.
Isn't that a risk you take on the golf course?
Sorry, Donna?
Isn't that a risk you'd take being on a golf course?
Well, you'd have thought so, yes.
Why has he had to pay $1 million?
Comes with the turf, I'd say. Go caddying with a man, expect to lose your nads. And rightly so. Sure he appreciates your sympathy. Course assistant James Parker's left testicle, it's the left one. Statistically hangs lower.
Does it?
Statistically, yeah. Yeah, for right-handed people, I think.
You're fine.
Yeah, fine, thanks. And it's been removed by doctors. Yeah. Mr. Parker launched a bid to sue golf mad Michael, claiming an amazing £70 million in damages. It's a cruel twist of fate to be robbed of your manhood by a sex addict. Is it not?
A former sex addict.
Former sex addict ruins my sex life by taking my nad. But what it says
stick
here...
it on top of the Christmas tree.
There's a great little account here. I don't know if it might be hogwash, but he says here, the black caddy alleged the star simply shoved around 40 quid in his shirt pocket as he lay in agony, then walked off muttering a racist remark. Shocking. OK, this is from the Reverend Alan Wright in Barton-on-Humber, Lincolnshire. He writes to the Daily Telegraph today, Sir, surely every schoolboy or schoolgirl knows the difference between snowmen and snow women. Snowballs! Hey! Thank you to the Reverend Alan Wright. Do you know, I enjoy very much how awful the royal family are to each other. It's something that over the years you can enjoy their absolute coldness, unreasonable. Their
Go on, hit me with it then.
dysfunctionality.
This is a story, let me guess, about Fergie?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Excluding the Duchess of York from the royal family's Christmas Day celebrations is, quote, deplorable and inhuman. Her father, Major Ron Ferg, said yesterday. Sarah will spend Christmas Day at Wood Farm on the Queen's Sandringham estate, while Prince Andrew and their daughters join the royals for lunch at the Big House. It's a ridiculous situation, said Matt. That's so rude. Marvellous. Tucking in, knowing that all alone in Wood Farm is Fergie. There's her daughters and her husband. And you know what? I don't know. You know what Philip would like to do as an after-lunch treat as well? Hunt Fergie in looks. Just send her out. Fergie in court shoes, just running through the literally. Where are you? Just striding through.
No, they should all make
Hunt for
men.
Fergie. Just a few grand.
They should go to Adam's Rib.
They should go to Adam's Rib. Traders have joined forces in the Midlands to post a rogues gallery of shoplifters on the internet. I'd love to see a shoplifting hall of fame. Dave Fingers Smith. Just a load of people in really massive coats. Huge, bulky coats. Big bags like that with their arms over them. Shoplifting hall of fame. My dad walked in as I was having sex with my girlfriend. That's in The Times. Sorry, The Star. My dad walked in as I was having sex with my chick. The most embarrassing thing is my dad walked in, stopped, looked at us and said, "Tea's nearly ready."
One lump or
That's
two.
so British. Doesn't make you proud to be British, that kind of reaction. To which we both replied, "OK." Without moving. They stayed, whatever, locked.
OK.
And he says, the problem is now is my girlfriend's finding it really embarrassing when she comes around the house. She says, my girlfriend's refusing to come round to my house while there's still an atmosphere. Swaziland needs a state executioner. Any volunteers? Linton. I can see you as an executioner. Yeah. Not being funny, but I can actually see you quite enjoying that. Sure. Apparently they don't do many. They've got their new king was educated in English public school, so work for executioners is hen's tooth scarce. Would you fancy that, do you think? Why not? Yeah, I love it. Yeah, why not? Really broad-minded guy.
John.
Yeah, why not? I'd kill people, yeah, no sweat. Steps fans, interesting story for you here, Denise. Dozens of fans were locked in a freezing railway station after a Steps pop concert. Steps fans. Locked in. Imagine they've just been to a gig. It says here they're on the way home. And you're thinking, what, they all live together? Like it's kind of Steps commune. Imagine they've just been to a gig and at first I bet they're all, and now you're suddenly...
And then they have to do that just to keep warm. One more time.
Keep going. I can't run out of lyrics. I really wanted on one album.
Suddenly Claire can't feel her nose.
Last thing here, letter from Leicester. I take great exception... Oh, do the nose thing, how Claire does it. Oh, Steps. She's got a case of Steps nose. Actually, my daughter Tabitha's been doing that when she smiles at me, yeah. She doesn't grow up to be a
always
step.
singing Steps to her.
She does that a bit as well. Come to think of it, it goes like that. Yeah, quite disturbing.
Does she wear lycra?
Not yet, no. But shh, she doesn't know what she's getting for Christmas. I take great exception. It says here, this is a letter to The Guardian. I take great exception to your description of Leicester as a dull English town. Leicester is a city. Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen.
Friday?
Yes, Friday, pun down. It's the last pun down of the year, really. Next week, as you know, we've got the pun down of the year, but this is the pun of the million. Pun in a million. Yes. Wow. Which actually, I've got to tell you, we got very excited about filming those, didn't we?
Windy pops.
A bit of windy pops, I don't think anyone noticed it. Yeah. Mirror. Second-hand car dealers could go out of business as motorists stick to new vehicles. Good. Pun says, bangers and crash.
That's a good one.
It's not too bad. Number 2. Star. Thursday. Someone calls out the RSPCA after mistaking a cuddly toy in a washing line for a cat in distress. We had this pun yesterday. The pun he say. Tabby or not tabby? And the winner, it's from today's Sun. Let's be upstanding. Hello there, how are you? You haven't stopped dancing yet. OK, feet don't fail me now. Where is the pun?
It's coming now.
Oh! I say, Vicky's changed. Vicky. Vicky's in today in casuals.
An outfit she brought down the Roman road.
Do you know what? Do you know what? In a certain advert I do, yeah, this man is inside the gorilla outfit with the peanuts on his head to the left.
I know the advert. I know which one you mean.
The peanuts
Is that you?
on his head.
So you know each other then?
Yeah, we know. We've worked together.
Ah, fantastic.
We're mates. We're muckers.
Okay.
Horrid in that suit, though, wasn't it? Really claustro.
Yep.
And you were singing, weren't you?
Something like that.
Yeah. Go on, sing that offensive song you were singing.
No.
Go on.
Don't encourage
Go on, what about the Mayor of Drink Water?
No.
OK, Madonna and Guy Ritchie have their son christened near Christmas, and all the guests are happy. Go away. Just go back in. Do you want to reveal the pun of the week?
Come on, you
Go
can
on,
do
the last
it.
one of the year. Go on, what's your name?
Ben.
It's Ben.
Ben.
Do you really want to do this, Ben?
Yeah.
How
Come on
much?
then, Ben.
A lot. OK, here we go. The party say! Merry Christmas!